Welcome to Audiobook Summary Channel, your guide to unlocking the wisdom within the world's most transformative books. Today, we embark on a profound journey into the very fabric of our being, challenging the fundamental ways we perceive ourselves and our reality. We're diving deep into Dr. Joe Dispenza's revolutionary work, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, How to Lose Your Mind and Create a New One. This isn't just about personal growth, it's about neuroplasticity, quantum physics, and the astonishing power we each possess to literally rewire our brains, heal our bodies, and consciously create a new future. Prepare to shed old identities and step into an entirely new you. Dr. Joe Dispenza, a chiropractor, neuroscientist, and lecturer, brings a unique blend of scientific rigor and spiritual philosophy to his work. After a devastating injury that left him paralyzed and facing a lifetime of pain, he chose to heal himself through sheer force of mind, defying medical predictions. This personal experience propelled him into decades of research, exploring the connection between the mind, body, and consciousness. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself is the culmination of his findings, offering a practical framework for radical self-transformation. Dispenza begins by laying a scientific foundation, the idea that our past creates our present through deeply ingrained habits. Every thought we think, every emotion we feel, every action we take, creates neural pathways in our brain. When we repeat these patterns, these pathways become stronger, forming habits. Our personality, he argues, is literally defined by how we think, how we act, and how we feel. And because we keep thinking the same thoughts, making the same choices, engaging in the same behaviors, and experiencing the same emotions, we continuously reinforce the same neural networks, creating a predictable future that mirrors our past. He emphasizes that our minds and bodies are intimately connected. Our thoughts produce chemicals that affect our bodies. When we think happy thoughts, our brain releases chemicals that make us feel good. When we think anxious thoughts, our brain releases stress hormones. Over time, our bodies become addicted to these chemical states, forming a comfort zone of emotional patterns. We literally become biologically programmed to be ourselves, locked into a cycle of thinking, feeling, and behaving that keeps us stuck in our current reality. The familiar, even if it's painful, feels safe. A core concept in Dispenza's work is the quantum field and its potentialities. Drawing from quantum physics, he posits that beyond our physical reality, there exists an invisible field of energy and information, a realm of infinite possibilities. This quantum field doesn't distinguish between our current reality and our potential future. It simply holds all possibilities. Our thoughts and emotions, acting as an electromagnetic signature, determine which of these possibilities we draw into our experience. If we keep thinking and feeling the same way, we keep emitting the same energetic signal into the field, thus creating the same experiences. To create a new reality, we must change our energy, our state of being. This means changing our thoughts and our emotions. You cannot create a new future while holding on to the emotional residue of the past. The quantum field responds not to what we want, but to who we are being, to our combined energetic signature of thought and emotion. Dispenza explains that humans often get addicted to their emotions, particularly negative ones. Stress, anger, sadness, fear, these emotions, despite being uncomfortable, release specific chemicals that the body can become dependent on. We often unconsciously seek out situations or thoughts that trigger these familiar emotional states, even if they're detrimental to our well-being. This emotional addiction is a significant barrier to change because it means letting go of the familiar, which can feel like a loss, even if it's a loss of pain. Breaking this addiction requires moving beyond the body's ingrained chemical needs and liberating the mind. So, how do we break this cycle and create a new mind to create a new reality? Dispenza's answer lies primarily in meditation. He presents meditation not as a spiritual escape, but as a practical, scientific tool for neurological and biological transformation. The goal of Dispenza's meditation is to get beyond the analytical mind, the part of our brain that keeps us tethered to the past through familiar thoughts and emotions. When we close our eyes and silence the external world, the body wants to return to its familiar emotional programs. The meditation techniques aim to quiet this internal noise and bypass the conscious critical mind to access the subconscious, where our deep-seated habits and beliefs reside. He guides readers through a process that includes induction, moving into a relaxed state, often through breath work or progressive muscle relaxation, to slow brain waves from beta, conscious, active, to alpha, relaxed, present, and theta, subconscious, dreamlike. Open focus, moving attention from external stimuli to the inner world, and then expanding awareness beyond the body, beyond the room, beyond time. This helps to disconnect from the familiar identity and environment that trigger old patterns. Body scan, becoming aware of the physical body, releasing tension, and becoming present. Once in this altered state of consciousness, the real work begins, creating a new self. This process of creating a new self involves deliberate and consistent mental rehearsal. Define the future you. Before meditation, clearly define the new you. What thoughts would you think? What emotions would you feel? How would you act? What would your future look like if you embodied this new self? This needs to be specific, clear, and emotionally charged. Mental rehearsal and emotional rehearsal. In meditation, you vividly imagine yourself being this future self. You don't just think about it, you feel it. As you mental rehearse, you are firing and wiring new neural pathways in your brain, essentially building the neurological hardware for your new identity. When you add the elevated emotion, the joy, gratitude, freedom you would feel as if this new reality were already here, you are chemically conditioning your body to that new future. This is the crucial step, combining a clear intention, thought, with a heightened emotion, feeling. Living as if. The final, continuous step is to carry this new state of being into your waking life. Every time an old thought or emotion tries to surface, you consciously choose to interrupt the pattern and return to the thoughts and feelings of your future self. This is where the habit breaking truly happens. You are literally unwiring the old self and rewiring the new. Dispenza emphasizes that this process will feel uncomfortable. The old self, the body, will resist. It might throw tantrums, produce feelings of boredom, frustration, or doubt, trying to pull you back into the familiar. This is the moment of choice, where you lose your mind, the old mind, to create a new one. This discomfort is a sign that you are on the verge of change, pushing past the boundaries of your old programming. The power is in persisting through this neutral zone of uncomfortable unfamiliarity. A key outcome and indicator of successful transformation, according to Dispenza, is achieving coherence, specifically brain coherence and heart coherence. Brain coherence, when different parts of the brain are working together in a synchronized and orderly fashion, rather than chaotically. This is often reflected in brainwave patterns. As you meditate and focus your intention, your brain literally reorganizes itself into more coherent patterns, reflecting a more organized and powerful state of mind. Heart coherence. This refers to a harmonious, rhythmic pattern in your heart rate variability, typically associated with positive emotions like gratitude, appreciation, and love. When your heart is coherent, it sends powerful signals to the brain that can help regulate emotions, improve immune function, and enhance overall well-being. Dispenza teaches that by intentionally cultivating elevated emotions during meditation, you can bring your heart into coherence, amplifying your energetic signal to the quantum field. When both the brain and heart are coherent, you create a powerful, unified electromagnetic signature. This state is where spontaneous healings can occur, and where you are most effectively attracting and creating your new reality from the quantum field of possibilities. It's a state of being fully aligned, where your thoughts, emotions, and physical state are all working together towards your defined future. Dr. Joe Dispenza's Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself is a profound guide for anyone ready to take radical responsibility for their life and consciously create a new future. It's not a philosophy of wishful thinking, but a scientific explanation and practical methodology for personal evolution. He empowers us by demonstrating that our bodies are not our masters, and our past does not dictate our future. By understanding the neurobiology of habit, the quantum nature of reality, and the power of emotional addiction, we can begin the challenging yet exhilarating process of losing our mind shedding the limiting beliefs and emotional patterns that define our old selves. Through consistent meditation and emotional rehearsal, we can literally rewire our brains, recondition our bodies, and generate a new electromagnetic signature that draws our desired future into our present. This book is a powerful invitation to step beyond the familiar, to embrace the unknown, and to courageously create a new identity, a new self, that is aligned with our highest aspirations and infinite potential. It asks us to believe in the possibility of ourselves beyond what we currently know. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through Dr. Joe Dispenza's Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. If this summary has inspired you to break free from old patterns and create a new future, we highly recommend diving into the full book for its comprehensive details and guided meditations. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights designed to empower your mind and transform your life. Until next time, dare to be a new you.